Hey everyone, what's up? Hope you guys are enjoying your holiday breaks. I have a couple more engines to show you guys. Don't worry, there's there's no anvils in these guys, but they're pretty much just some weird engines, like quirky ones. But I thought they were interesting nonetheless, so yeah, I wanted to share them with you guys. There's two types of engines I'm going to be showing you guys. So the first one deals with butted pistons, so these guys, and you can see we kind of have a string of them built out like this. And if I take this machine, wait for it, there we go. So this is a really weird engine, but this string of butted pistons here lets you really easily control how many pulses you can give to a piston or some piece of machinery that's on a flying engine. So in this case I have 15 of these butted pistons, 16 counting the first one right here. So this piston here will get powered 16 times, which means the redstone block gets extended and retracted 8 times. Here you can watch it one more time. You can see what happens is this piston here doesn't have the glass block in front here. Let's go over to this smaller version, which will hopefully be a lot easier to understand. Right, so you see that the first time that this thing extends, what happens is it loses the glass block because that glass block is picked up by this slime component here, and when that happens, this guy will just keep shaking, because that's what butted pistons just do when they don't have a glass or any block in front right here. But this guy will only extend once because he has a glass block, so he'll retract, then the glass block will be back in place, and this guy will stop shaking. Meanwhile, he has shaken twice in total. Once to lose the glass block and a second time to get the glass block back. And if we want to increase this guy's shakes, then all we got to do is add another butted piston out on front here like I did with that line. So exact same sort of idea. Then this guy would shake twice and this guy would shake 3 times. So on and so forth, and then you can end up with really long chains and get dozens of shakes per each time this thing moves forward. So that's how that works. And just for more demonstration purposes, these are stationary versions, so these guys don't need to be pushed forward each time they function. So that's 2 of them. There's 4 of them. The stationary ones end with the last one shaking last instead of the first one shaking last, but it's the same principle at work. Yep, just like that. So yep, that is engine type number 1. So let's look at the second type now. Now the second type, I got started with a tweet that somebody tweeted at me. It was a picture. I lost it. I don't know who sent it to me, so if you're watching this and you know it's you, please let me know so I can give credit. But the idea, or what he sort of found, is that it's possible to push a piston forward with a redstone block in a way that doesn't let the piston extend immediately, if that makes sense. So here, just watch this machine a second. This is a lot closer to what he did, and these later ones are what I did. You see that this guy gets pushed forward by a redstone block there, and he gets powered right after he gets pushed forward, so he can push 12 blocks forward at a time. The best use of this technology that I can think of would be a 12 thick shield buster, a lot like the stuff that Cube Hamster and Redbone stuff have been making. I'll link some of their shield busters so you guys know what I'm talking about. But the way it works is we have 2 normal pistons here, normal piston, and so when this guy gets pushed forward, they both update, and they push this slime component here forward 2 blocks at a time. And my only guess as to why this works is that after this component gets pushed forward 1 block, and it's right here, now we have 3 pistons that are getting powered by the component, which would be this one, and this one. And for whatever reason, this guy updates first, and so he will attempt to push forward, and because none of the other pistons have started their extensions yet, he will turn all of them into block 36, the component will be pushed forward, and now only these two guys are being powered, and they'll do their checks, check to see if they can push. They can both push, so this guy will push his blocks forward, this guy will push the component back, and this guy won't push it back forward again because this piston arm here will still be extended when he does his check to see if there's any unpushable blocks in the way. Someone who knows more about piston pushing mechanics will have to correct me on why exactly this works and hopefully help me with these guys here. So instead of having two normal pistons, I have one normal piston and a butted piston. So you can see, push this guy forward. Oh, let me toss some normal pistons on here. It also works with a piston down here because he will get bud powered by this redstone block here. So you can see, put some blocks in front of them, which they will push. So if I power this, they get pushed forward by the redstone blocks, and in this case the slime block, and they can push forward some blocks in front of them. And yeah, so that's what I did with this engine. Here's one more. This is the most compact version I got. And I found out you can also put some pistons below and on the side like this. And so if we start this guy up, yeah, pretty cool stuff. Oh, I need an unstoppable block. Come on, there we go. So, I thought, oh, well, I'm already halfway done. I just got to put pistons on the other side of this machine here. But what I quickly ran into, I'll demonstrate it on this machine here, is that any pistons which are in front of the sticky piston will not get pushed forward for whatever reason. Yeah, like that. But if I put the same piston here, there will be no problem with pushing them forward. And again, I think it goes back to the order in which these guys update and extend. And for whatever reason, all pistons which are directly in front of the sticky piston will extend before the sticky piston. I've done a lot of experimenting, and anything beyond what I just said is still kind of fuzzy to me. So I've messed around with the shape of this thing and reconfiguring it and extending it and bending it, and I couldn't ever get a setup that allowed all blocks in front of the machine to have these redstone pushed pistons in front. So as of now, this will not allow a full 12 block shield buster to be built, but I'm hopeful that it will. So yeah, those are the two kind of weird types of engines I wanted to show you guys. So hope you guys enjoyed, learned something, and I'll see all you guys later with another video. Okay, thanks for watching. Happy holidays, guys.